Now let us see about the varicose veins. The varicose veins consist of two superficial veins and two deep veins. The superficial veins are the long saphenous vein and the short saphenous vein. The long saphenous vein starts its course from the greater toe and through the shin of the leg. It goes till the popliteal fossa, till the kneecap, and from the beyond the popliteal fossa, it starts its course beyond the leg at the thigh muscle. It stops at the femoral junction and starts as a femoral vein, which is of a deep vein. The superficial veins, the long saphenous vein, continues as a deep vein, which is of a femoral vein. It is the course of a long saphenous vein. Now let us see about the short saphenous one. The short saphenous veins, which starts at the little finger, goes till the ankle point, and from behind of the leg, which starts its course the calf muscle and goes till the popliteal fossa and ends its course over here, and it continues as a popliteal vein, which is of a deep vein. See, the short saphenous vein, which is a superficial vein, continues as a deep vein, which is a femoral vein at the point of the femoral junction, whereas at the point of popliteal fossa, the short saphenous vein, which is of a superficial vein, ends over at the popliteal fossa and continues as a deep vein, which is of a popliteal vein. These are the two veins which are prone for the gravitational veins. Now let us see how gravitational veins are formed. And gravitational veins are formed by two ways. Those two waves are by venous incompetence and perforator incompetence. Venous incompetence is because of the pathology which includes the veins of a long saphenous and short saphenous along with the femoral and popliteal veins, whereas a perforator incompetence involves the perforator veins. Now let us see what are perforator veins. Perforator veins are the veins which connects the superficial vein to the deep vein. This is the superficial vein, which is of a long saphenous vein, and this popliteal vein is a deep vein. The vein which connects the long saphenous vein to the popliteal vein is a perforator vein. The venous drainage of a perforator vein will be from the long saphenous vein to the perforator vein, from the superficial vein to the deep vein. Now let us see how these venous incompetence leads to varicose veins. Now let us assume this is a vein. These are the two walls which are associated with the veins. And now let's see, this is the blood flow from the greater toe. Let us assume it is a long saphenous vein. From the greater toe, the venous drainage from the greater toe has to go to the heart and to the lungs for its oxygenation. It has to go through the veins when muscle contracts. If muscle contracts, the walls of the vein gets opened and the blood enters through the veins. Whereas if venous incompetence is there, the walls cannot be opened and the RBC gets clogged over here. By the long course of venous incompetence, the RBC gets occluded over here in much amount, and the actual lifespan of RBC is 120 days. 120 days is its lifespan. It goes to the after completion of 120 days, it goes to the liver or else spleen, where it undergoes lysis. But over here, it can't go from here to the heart at least. So the lysis of RBC undergoes over here because of venous incompetence, which releases a pigment known as hemosiderin, which is involved in the pigmentation of the varicose veins. It leads to the superficially it leads to the green color pigmentation of the varicose veins. This pigmentation of the varicose veins and the clogged out RBC. The clogged out RBC leads to the inflammation in the varicose veins, and this hemosiderin leads to the pigmentation of the varicose veins, which leads to the formation of varicose veins. Now let us see how perforator incompetence takes place. In the perforator incompetence, the perforators over here, in the same way when muscle contracts, the perforators has to give the blood from the long saphenous vein to the popliteal vein. Because of perforator incompetence, some amount of blood which enters into the deep vein regurgitates into the long saphenous vein. Hence, the long saphenous veins gets clogged by the RBC, which they can't go to the heart, and the same pattern follows by the lysis, and the hemosiderin formation leads to the varicose veins. This is the way by which varicose veins are formed.